Just traveling?
Yeah. Well, around here, around the Rogue Valley.
Oh, around the Rogue Valley?
We venture out occasionally, but the Rogue Valley's our home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then what gave you the idea?
These are my dairy sheep.
Okay.
Food sustainability. This is my milker right now. She gives me a half a gallon a day, and the one right there is a month pregnant, and the one back there in the back is due in a couple weeks. So I always have milk and cheese. And I have a cheese cave on board and everything.
Oh, wow.
And I just spray it down with water, and it's made out of their felt. So, like when we sweat, it pulls heat out from our body. Well, you can spray, like I spray them down with a squirt bottle every day,
Right.
so it keeps them cool. And I spray down the cheese cave to keep the cheese cool.
Heck yeah.
Face to face look. Way better than Facebook. Good sheep.
Now, what is face look?
That's what we're doing right now.
Okay, gotcha.
It's making fun of Facebook because Facebook's so impersonal and censored.
It sucks. Yeah.
And we can say whatever the fuck we want right now, right?
Yep.
You can't even cuss on Facebook without getting reported and censored by their. It's not even reported. It's their algorithms. They have algorithms set up. So like, now if you try to say a cuss word like, and you hit post, it lets you know like there's sensitive content in your blah blah blah, you know.
Right.
Or we just fact checked your post in a split second because our algorithms pick up on this meme that you just tried to share. You know, it has a biometric identification on all memes that they red list, you know, and so you try to repost that and they're like, oh, actually this is non-factual, so we're going to put up a screen in front of it and say this is questionable content if we show it to anyone, you know, which you know, most of the time anything that they don't want you to show, they just act like they're allowing you to post, but then they don't let anyone else see it. They shadow ban it.
Right.
It's getting pretty bad, actually. I don't know if are you on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use it a whole bunch. I kind of look at it. I like the marketplace.
Yeah. It's
The for sale stuff.
I find Craigslist far more efficient than the Facebook marketplace. What do you think?
Craigslist has a lot more different stuff on there. I like to buy horses, so
Oh, right on.
there's a lot of horses there.
Oh, is that your horse trailer over there?
Yeah.
Like, you know that mules even are like they provide far more work for far less food and water. Have you ever heard that? Like, do you look at the conversion rates of livestock? The conversion rates of like how much graze it takes, like what percentage of their body weight of graze they need each day in order to subsist? Have you ever looked into
I
that?
pay attention, yes.
Horses are the least efficient livestock that's out there, like literally the least efficient.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't understand. It's almost like, I don't understand why people continue to have such a romanticization with horses and dogs, because dogs were no longer hunter-gatherers anymore. So it's like, it doesn't seem like it's very efficient to continue getting dogs as pets just because they provide us with camaraderie, when there's other forms of camaraderie from other animals that are far more efficient, like animals that don't need to be fed and that feed us. You know, now that we're not hunter-gatherers anymore, which was the original reason we started having dogs, was to provide us with food, and the byproduct of the hunt was that it fed the dogs.
Right.
But now that we're no longer hunter-gatherers anymore, and there's not enough livestock left in the world to go back to being hunter-gatherers, it really doesn't make any sense to continue having dogs on such a habitual scale, you know? And the same thing with horses. Horses are like, they were originally used for, not for riding long distances and traveling, as much as they were used for, to increase humans' speed and efficiency for hunt. That's the original reason for them. And then I think like somehow like the Western movies or something like that like got us to romanticize them for travel, which they're not. Like, they're half as good at travel as a mule or a donkey. A donkey's even more efficient than a mule, like, because a mule's in between a donkey and a horse. So yeah, donkeys are literally twice as efficient for your ability to ride them long distances than a horse. I mean, just the fact that a horse is so much longer, their backs get bow-backed, I don't understand horses, and I never understood cats. Cats have never served any purpose besides like an elitist pet that they have next to them in the pyramids or in the castles, like type thing. That's all that they've served in the past. It's just almost like a class statement, like I can have a cat because I have enough wealth to feed it the meat that it needs. It doesn't provide anything for me.
But if you go to China, that cat does have a purpose.
You can eat a cat. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand and don't know, and I didn't even know until after I switched from dairy goats to dairy sheep, that sheep are almost twice as efficient of converters as goats.
Oh, wow.
They grow twice as fast as goats, which is like, the same comparability as like a horse to a donkey, the type thing. So, and same thing with ducks. Ducks are like almost twice as efficient as chickens. So it's like, if you got a farm that has chickens, goats, and horses, you're just spinning your wheels in the sustainability mud, like type thing. And the way that I'm seeing it now,
Right.
And so I concentrate on dairy sheep because no one else is doing it, and no one else can really do it because they require being milked more frequently throughout the day in order to maintain their longevity of lactation, because of their higher butter fat. They have evolved to feeding their babies smaller meals more frequently throughout the day so that it doesn't clog up their babes.
Right.
So it's something that I, being with them 24/7, that natural deterrent from housed and regular folk from getting dairy sheep, it's not even a problem to me, because I don't have to go out. I don't have to leave my house to go out to the barn, go through the barn, out to the field to call them, or even if you have them under, like a grain call or something like that, you still have to go out to the barn. You have to put them up on a milk stand, and all this routine that if you do it, you have to milk them like 3 to 5 times a day in order to maintain the lactation of a goat or a cow. Goats, you have to milk them twice a day at least to maintain the same lactation cycle as a cow. A cow you can get by with once a day, and I think that's why everyone does the cows, is because 2 reasons that everyone does cows is because they only need to commit to milking them once a day, and because they're so big that they don't have to worry about predators.
Yep.
Really, I don't see any purpose in people raising goats. I think that's goats are because they're so much harder to contain too, but then they're half as efficient as their woolly counterparts that also give wool. Not only is their milk is literally twice as the butterfat, twice the sugars and the sweetness, and twice the nutrients across the board. Like almost like it's 80% more across the board, everything.
Now, why is this sheep shaved on one side, not?
Because she's punk rock. No, she doesn't like being shaved, and so I was only able to get through half of her before it got dark. So I said, all right, you'll just be punk rock until I can get to the other half. Yeah. Right on. Matt?
Yes.
What's your last name?
Height.
Height?
Yep.
Nice to talk with you. I film everyone that approaches me. And then if you would like, I have a YouTube channel, and if you're interested in me sharing it, I can share it up to my YouTube channel. I like to share good conversations with people that are enlightening to help teach people. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Matt Height.
Yep.
Height, loving you, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna go get my breakfast and get back to my horse.
All right, enjoy. Loving you, brother.
Hey.
Blessings. Blessings to us all. Let's go. Good sheep. My Ram's got a new seat belt, a car seat belt, instead of a plastic belt, so it won't break. We break plastic buckles like every couple months. seems like the kind that go around your waist on a backpack, the big fat ones. Even the fattest plastic buckles, best quality, break every couple months. You ready? Let's go. You gotta get a little running start. Come on. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Up, up. You're up on a steep. You gotta bring it over here. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Now you gotta bring it this way so you don't run it off the curb. Good sheep. All right. Good sheep. Yeah. Good sheep. Waiting for this car, and then we're gonna go over to the turn lane. All right, let's go. Good sheep. Good sheep. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Good sheep. Yeah. All right. Good sheep. Good sheep.